Enrique Esteban Bejan, better known as Steven Bejan, was the first Latin-born player to play in the MLB. Bejan was born on October 1st, 1849 in La Habana, Cuba, but of both Irish and Cuban descent. On May 9, 1871, the half-Irish Cuban became the first Latin-born player in a top professional league, debuting for the Troy Haymakers. Bejan played third baseman, shortstop, and center field. In 1863, at age 13, Bejan and his older brother Domingo left Cuba during the political turmoil as the country sought its independence from Spain. In the fall, Esteban enrolled in the preparatory department at St. John's College in the Bronx, New York City. Only 10 other Latin students, including his brother, enrolled in the school. Today, the location is known as the Rose Hill campus of Fordham University. On the 29th, the Brooklyn Eagle announced that Bejan left the College Nine and joined the Unions of Mauritania, a Bronx-based club. It's interesting to know that in 1867, the NABBP formally barred black clubs after the Pythians of Philadelphia applied for admission. In 1868, however, Bejan, a brown-eyed Latin American, was accepted without any dispute. It helped that his complexion was on the lighter side, being the product of an Irish mother. At the end of 1870, the NABBP was in turmoil as internal dispute between amateurism and professionalism destroyed the organization. It collapsed and the National Association, the sport's first professional league, took hold with 9 clubs in major eastern and western cities. The Troy Haymakers joined the league as one of the less populated cities, which officially made Bejan the first Latino to play the game professionally. Bejan was nicknamed the Cuban Sylph for his graceful play in the field. During the bare hand era, he had sure hands and stopped the hardest hit balls. As the Troy Daily Whig put it, Steve has courage and activity, laces the hottest line and grounders, and is an accurate thrower to the bases. Bejan was also quick, known to be the fastest on the bases among his teammates. After his last season, he then returned home and helped build the game in Cuba. While American sailors were truly the first to introduce baseball to Cuban soil since 1866, Bejan played an important role in bringing the native people to the sport that would eventually consume the nation and influence the likes of the entire Caribbean. The history of boxing also draws similarities between the previous sports. There was also a color league present in the boxing world, and it is where Jack Johnson honed his skills to become the first African American heavyweight champion. Before Johnson, they wouldn't even let black people in the same arena, let alone the same ring. Johnson's boxing style was patient and defensive in the early rounds, and over the course of the fight, he became more aggressive. Often, he punished his opponents rather than knock them out. He would easily avoid his opponent's punch, and he would strike with swift counters. By 1902, Johnson had won at least 50 fights against both white and black opponents. He won his first title in 1903 when he won the World Colored Heavyweight Championship, but he was unable to become the World Heavyweight Champion because James J. Jeffries, the white champion, refused to fight him. Johnson did not get his chance at the World Heavyweight title until 1908, when he defeated Tommy Burns in Sydney, Australia. White Americans were so enraged that a black man held the title that there was a call for a great white hope to defeat Johnson. In 1910, former undefeated heavyweight champion Jeffries came out of retirement because he felt obligated to the public to reclaim the title for the white race. Jeffries was quoted as saying, "I shall step into the ring again and demonstrate that a white man is king of them all." The fight took place on July 4th in front of 20,000 people in Reno, Nevada, and was billed as the fight of the century. In the 15th round, Jeffries had been knocked down twice, which were the first knockdown of his career. His cornerman stopped the fight before Johnson could knock him out. Johnson's victory caused race riots all over the country. Johnson's battle from the Color League to eventually breaking the barrier and defeating the undefeated white king of them all, James Jeffries, showed the world what an African American could do. This gave way for the legendary boxers such as Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray, and Mike Tyson.
So whether it be a football game,
Tim play fakes in the pocket, sets, throws. Demaryius Thomas out over the 45 midfield. Here we go. 40, 35, foot race, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown! Denver is over.
Yes! Go! 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 Go!
Do you have anything you want to say to the camera?
Timeouts for Indiana.
a simple basketball game.
Watford for the win! Yes! Yes! Oh! Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Can't believe it!
Yards should be just a nice
Or a golf tournament.
They're gonna go nuts when he hits this thing.
Oh! It went in!
We all in some way have a passion for these sports, but we often neglect the pioneers who made it possible for us to be excited in the first place. So next time, when your favorite team wins a thrilling game, or beats a rival team, or most of all, wins the championship, take a moment to acknowledge how these pioneers have made it possible for us to enjoy modern day sports.